So evening everybody and welcome to HOR versus SFR Social Race. This is going to be a race consisted of admins and close friends and family of each league. We hope you can sit down and enjoy us for the next roughly an hour and a half. Me and my co-commentator here, Mitch, will be going through all the action and we hope not to miss any of it. So, Mitch, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, bro. Good evening, Mike. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. And yourself?
Yeah, no, alright, thanks. Yeah, good evening, viewers, and hope you guys are well and keeping safe and healthy.
Definitely. An important week coming up, Mitch, in Christmas, so hopefully everyone can relax a little bit and kind of forget about what has happened during the year. So this is going to be an interesting race, a lot of variety in the pace section. It's going to be quite up and down for a few drivers, I feel, and some guys might be trying a few assists off, assists on, etc. So I'll go through the teams now. So in the Mercedes we have Rage Hunter and Xander. I'll go through all the SFR boys first. Energy Dan and Oliver, Lyronix and Senna, Electro Dan, Racing Podge and Hooky. And for HOR we have currently Dr. Special Energy, Pedro and Jelly, Pelly and Gingerbush, Matoman and Brock, and Chris and Officer Doofy. So, a good grid, Mitch.
It is.
Hopefully some good racing.
Yeah, hopefully. I think it's going to be a good one. I think people, few drivers like the circuit. Yeah, I think Chris, what's his name? Officer Doofy. I think he, in the past video games, he enjoyed the circuit. I'm not sure now, but yeah, I think he likes the circuit. Doesn't matter. But,
yeah, Officer Doofy obviously made his huge return to HOR at this circuit back a few seasons ago.
Yeah, no, true. But yeah.
Good evening, Jensen. Sadly, you cannot race today due to it already being full, but we would have loved to see you out and about.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Jensen can keep us awake. Mitch, nod, nod, hint, hint.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm talking about, no?
Are you? No. Are you? No, not tonight, man. Powered by Monster. So,
Yeah.
M&M to power M in South Africa. Yes.
Yeah. You're turning into your own little Mercedes car.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the energy drink. It's
good evening, Sai.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will be hoping your boys go out and do you proud.
Yeah.
So thanks to everyone that's tuning into the stream. Please do remember to like and subscribe. It definitely does help out the channel. And also do remember to check out SFR also. So much, the guys are starting to ready up, which means we are about to see some action. Let me just check quickly. We are on clear weather, so it will be a dry race. Soft to mediums, mediums to soft is going to be the preferable strategy for a lot of these guys. The hard tires just don't really work around here.
Okay. No, cool.
So yeah.
So that's a good one.
I'd say the race is going to be 22 laps of fun and action here, Mitch. That big long straight is going to cause quite a few problems for guys not running too much straight line speed.
Yeah, no, true. Excuse me there.
Are you okay, Mitch?
Yeah, no, cool. Just had a burp, so excuse me. Just too much monster.
No problem.
But
So,
anyway,
the guy's
yeah.
getting ready now. Just choosing your tires. Some guys may be going for full softs. Obviously, you cannot pick the hard tire on this year's game. It's a bit broken. So, probably not going to see anyone out on that.
Okay.
For me, Mitch, I'm really interested to see where this goes. I don't really know or have any favorites to go and win this, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
I don't
just
know,
be
eh?
watching the whole time,
Yeah,
learning.
I think so.
So,
Getting some data.
obviously dry with clear weather, but we will get our stuff up and ready to go.
Okay, not cool. Yeah, it's good to do commentary again.
Yeah, we thought yesterday was our last race as a commentary duo, but we got this opportunity today, so we thank everyone involved for this.
Yeah, no.
So we can already see Mataman, the only guy currently selecting the medium tire. Going to be interesting to see what that top 10 looks like, Mitch.
It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be good, eh? So let's wait and see. I believe there's a
Mercedes of Rage Hunter going out on track. So our first man out is an SFR boy. Out on the soft, so interesting for him. I believe he is followed by an AlphaTauri of Gingerbush. So a lot of people getting ready to go already. So Mitch, it's going to be interesting to note people's straight line speed on these qualifying laps.
Okay, yeah.
It will prove a lot kind of later in the race who will be quick, because that straight line speed in Sector 1 and Sector 3, it just gains you so much time. Especially if you know how to use it. So, a few people now filtering on to the medium tire, which we kind of expected. An easy one stop around lap 10. You want to get off those softs, and you can do about 12 laps on the medium.
Okay, no, cool.
So, if you're in the chat, please do drop us a few predictions. Your top 3 in quali, maybe a surprise. And you can see Gingerbush is already invalidated, Mitch, and that can be something that can really disrupt your momentum around here. It's a longish lap, around 140 seconds. No, that was wrong. 1 minute 42, sorry. That is more than what I said. I am a clown. So you can see Senna Martins and Adam, I believe, side by side. Two guys that have a close relationship.
Yeah.
So, Rage Hunter, the first guy to start his lap, will just jump on board with him now. Believe there's a car just behind him looking for a bit of slipstream. So, a 29.777 for Rage Hunter. And Gingerbush is just going to come into that sector split now. He's giving Brock a bit of DRS. So what does Brock do? A 29.8. So Rage Hunter a bit better in the first sector. Even without slipstream. So Rage Hunter very committed, true. I forget the corner name, but we'll continue. I love this section of the track, Mitch, here. Just a right, awesome, flick left, get the power down as early as possible, and then you have kind of a weird right-hander, but from now you are full throttle until the bus stop chicane of 114 for Rage Hunter in the second sector. We'll jump on board with Brock just to compare. And Brock is invalidated, so that is not good for him. So Rage Hunter going to be the first guy to set a lap. Pretty hard to invalidate from here. Into the bus stop chicane. Take as much of that right hand curb as you can. Get the power down as early as possible. And Rage Hunter 142.1. A good opening lap for him. Next up could be Matoman. No, he's on an out lap. Gonna say it's one of the AlphaTauris of Gingerbush. Nope, Gingerbush. It's gonna be Senna Martins to go up and grab P2. A 142.5 at Gingerbush, a 156, but I think he's just going around giving people tow. Adam, the first guy on the medium tires to set a lap, and goes P4.
Very good.
Racing Podge into P3, so it's a SFR 1, 2 and 3 currently. Energy Dan now goes third, so it's a SFR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Lyronix takes P1. A good showing from SFR currently, Mitch.
It is, really.
Pedro goes P6 with a 143.9. Times are just flying in. Martin goes P4 with a 142.9. So SFR really getting a lot of laps down. Xander P3 now with a 142.4. So SFR dominating that top 10.
Yeah, but to be honest, that's fantastic what SFR is doing in qualifying. But hey, it's a long race, eh? It's like, what, 26?
22 laps, I believe.
22, yeah, because the 100% is 44.
Yeah.
So,
and
it's a
Pelly
long
is
race.
back
HOR.
out of his lap. Who is next up? Brock on an out lap. Chris still in the pits. Jelly, Matoman out of his lap. So a lot of the HOR boys starting to invalidate laps. And that's not good for their tires.
Yeah, okay.
Gingerbush maybe giving Matoman a bit of slipstream here, so we'll ride on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. So the current standings, the only two SFR drivers not to set a lap are Electric Dan and Oliver, so a great first few laps for the SFR boys and girls, maybe, we don't know. So Matoman getting a big long slipstream there down into turn, what that would be about turn 3.
Yeah.
So Jelly on an outlap, Chris on an outlap, Brock on an outlap, Boastman on an outlap. Gingerbush still going around and giving slipstream 2/10 up on his 152.8. Hooky a 153.9, so just putting a lap on the board. So where's the other Ferrari? That is Dr. Special Energy. So an OTL boy, we didn't even realize had set a lap, but a good lap at that on the medium tire.
Really good.
Officer Doofy currently just going wide. Maybe the setup not working for him. So we're gonna ride on board with Brock for a fast lap.
I think Matoman is on a left.
Yep, Matoman just about to come into the bus stop chicane. Good spot, Mitch.
Got a tow from Gingerbush and a little bit from Boastman.
So here we go. And he goes P4 on the medium tire. So that's a big one for Matoman. Big job by him. Splitting the SFR drivers of Xander and Senna. So back on board with Brock. Pushing as hard as he can on the soft tire. Let's go to the best laps now. So Brock intersected to a 113.4, so this is a quick lap from Brock.
Yeah.
So Brock into the bus stop, chicane brake as late as possible. Don't invalidate here. Get the throttle down as quick as possible. A bit of a touch of the rear end, and Brock goes P2 with a 141.4. So
bad.
The HOR boys starting to get a bit of a grip. I believe, who am I looking for? Boastman is the next. He is invalidated. So Chris could be the next guy.
Yeah, in the Williams.
Yes, the Williams team obviously not doing too well in real life currently. Hopefully not the case tonight.
Yeah, hopefully not.
So with 8 minutes to go, Mitch, it's getting quite into the punch time where you do not want to invalidate a lap here.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's quite a long circuit, like
definitely.
Just looking at 2 minutes.
Yeah, 1 minute and 40 seconds for the quick guys, but on your in lap it can be quite a bit slower. And Chris crosses the line and goes P3. So boys starting to speed up a little bit.
Well, I won't say anything else, but anyway.
So Boastman went for a lap, and I think Boastman may have messed up a little bit there. Electrojan off the circuit, so Lyronix currently down on their time. Only by a little bit, still some time to be gained.
Yeah.
So currently the best lap time on the board goes to this Lyronix. And they are definitely pushing a lot, showing that they are someone to watch out for. We'll see their sector 2 split up by about a tenth, so good middle sector. And this could grab provisional pole and extend their lead at the top. And this is going to be a smashing lap from Lyronix, and that is a 141.2, so about a 2.5 tenth gap to the closest competitor.
Sure.
Who's next up? Senna Martin's just in the sector 1. There's a Ferrari on a lap, invalid. A Mercedes of Xander, invalid. A Racing Point of Martin. So Martin up by about a tenth and a half, which will currently see him not jump any positions, but it will maybe help him fend from the likes of Oliver behind. So Martin into the final chicane. And crosses the line a 142.7, so a good lap from Martin. So Gingerbush now up by 2 seconds. So Gingerbush looking to improve on a 152. No, a 152.8. The times are just confusing me a little bit there. So Gingerbush to cross the line and goes P11 with a 143.5. So we'll get into the business end of things here. The likes of, they're in the pits, so they will get their third and final lap done. Xander still out on track. I think maybe just getting acclimatized to the circuit. Oliver matching his time down to a T. Can he gain anything coming out of the final corner? No, he loses time. Gingerbush down by 4 seconds. Hooky invalidated. So Pelly, Boastman, Electro Dan and Jelly Haze all yet to set a lap. Hooky yet to set a competitive lap. I believe invalidating once or twice. Oh, and Pedro spun it and he is in the wall.
Oh no, Mr. Pedro.
Nothing new from Pedro there, Mitch. Mr. Second last for any of the SFR boys.
Tonight.
I mean, you can never bet on it, or bet against it would probably be the better word. So,
because really, the boys got talent, but yeah.
Talent? What talent?
I don't know. Yeah.
Officer Doofy is on the OTL and HOR side. He does have SFR in his name, but he is on our side tonight.
For tonight,
well,
yes.
Pedro into the wall again. So,
Pedro.
who...
Pedro,
oh, Rage Hunter spun on an outlap, so that could be a bit of a pain. He's got to let the slow Pedro by. And now, don't get disqualified while spinning yourself around. Good job. So, not great for him. Chris not currently getting out on track. And that will be Chris's session over if he does not get out right now. And he won't. So, Brock about to start a flyer. Yeah, Pedro won't get another lap. It's just Pedro, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Matuman clearly happy with his medium lap time. I mean, I would be too, starting all the way up there on that tire.
Yeah. Only did like 2 laps on that.
So, we're going to have a flurry of lap times. You can see a McLaren up ahead of Brock just weaving. Not the greatest thing to have in the middle of your way. So you can see Brock sort of getting impacted by that dirty air. Anyone close to finishing a quick lap? Energy Dan is up by a full 3/10.
Energy Dan.
He's a Red Bull Mitch in P10.
Okay,
but this lap will shoot him right up the charts. So, Energy Dan to the line.
What?
P9, so he lost a bit of time in that final sector. So a lot of guys starting to lose time in the final few corners. We're going to ride on board with Dr. Special Energy, currently up by 3/10. Ooh, a bit of a shaky exit. Stays 12th. Boastman invalidates yet again, so not good for him. Brock improves, but only slightly. Stays P2. Chris is not going to make it to the end. He's left that well too late. Senna matching his sector one time, so a really good showing, Mitch, from the SFR boys in qualifying.
Yeah. No, true,
so, session has ended for Chris, Rage Hunter, Pedro and Officer Doofy. A lot of traffic in that first sector currently. So Senna, a very quick driver. Yes. I believe his home Grand Prix, so he'll definitely be wanting to do well.
Yeah, no, true, eh?
So Senna is the lead of all these cars yet to cross the line. So what will Senna do? I forgot to look at his sector 2 split, but I believe he was up. Still pushing. So Senna into the final. section of the track. Taking the final 2 corners very nicely. Pins the throttle as quick as possible. Send it up to P5. Oh, and there was a shaky Mercedes there. Excuse you, Mitch.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry.
Podge into the pits. I believe Boastman has invalidated again. Pelly is also invalidated. So not good for them. Gingerbush into the wall. So I believe that will be qualifying over as Lyronix takes another pole. And Martin up into the top 10. So your top 10 currently sits at, and I believe will stay at, Lyronix from Brock, Chris, Electrodan, Senna Martins, Jelly, Rage Hunter, Martin, and Xander, and Matoman on the medium tires. So only 4 HOR/OTL drivers and 6 SFR guys in the top 10. So a great showing from them. A lot of the HOR guys then, 6 to 4 outside the top 10, going to be starting on the mediums. So we'll be interested to see what happens there. But for the likes of Pelly and Boastman, not what you want to see. Not setting a lap. That is not what you want to do in qualifying.
Yeah, no, you don't, eh? Yeah. But anyway, it's not the end of the world, because points are scored
in the race, correct?
In the race, yes. And
go ahead.
It could be a 2012 T1. So,
yeah. Let's hope not. I mean,
yeah, no, I know, but like, if it is, it's better to be at the back and you can just avoid that and stuff like that, and you don't get rear-ended. I'm just saying.
Definitely.
So don't give up hope. Just keep on pushing and be positive.
So anyone outside the top 10 obviously gets to start on medium tires or softs, whatever they kind of want to do, or hards, but wouldn't recommend hards personally. Hards you kind of only want to take around lap 1 if you're guaranteed wing damage. So lap 1, always interesting around here, Mitch. Going up the hill for Arouge can be quite dangerous. So energy down, Oliver, Podge, Special Energy, Gingerbush, Pedro, Doofy, Hooky, Pelly, Boastman all get fresh tires. Boastman the first man to jump onto the medium as we are readying up to go. So interesting to see 2 Red Bulls right beside each other. They'll be sure to help each other out, as you're seeing a lot more guys filter onto that medium tire now. All the top 10 bar Matoman on the soft. So as we get ready to go for our formation lap, Mitch, do you have any predictions on what you saw in qualifying?
I just think it's going to be... Oh, Boastman left the session.
And that's not good. Hopefully someone can get him.
No formation
and there's no lap. Formation lap. We are gone.
We are gone.
Okay, so Brock currently up the inside of Lyronix, and I think this has caught a few guys out here. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Brock on the back of Lyronix. He will get them into turn 2 or 3, using up all the ERS, pulling to the left hand side into the braking zone, around the outside. Lyronix just holds on. So Chris, the big loser of that, I don't think he was like at all ready for that. I don't think any of us were, to be honest.
Yeah, it came like a big surprise, you know, like a big Titanic.
Chris around the outside of Senna, and now Chris will be on a charge. So crucial for Brock to stay on the back of Lyronix. Yes, Jensen, no form lap, so that is interesting. Senna Martin's falling down the back, and he is spun somewhere.
Oh no.
Is Boostman back?
Yes, he's back. Postman, just select your car and click on your AI or something like that. So that will
Yep,
be
he's back now.
So,
Lyronix
now it's lagging
currently
like crazy.
Getting out of that, doing well. 6/10 gap on the first lap is what you kind of want to see. Yeah, definitely. Electrodan up to P3. Let's have a quick look at the position changes. Electrodan up 1. So the big gainers, Matoman up to P6 on the medium tire. Energy Dan on the soft. So, Senna Martins is retired. Not what he would have wanted at his home Grand Prix on the first lap.
No, Senna.
So unlucky for Senna there, we didn't quite catch what happened. Xander is also in the pits. So, the battle for the lead. Lyronix currently steaming away. So, what that no form lap will do is it's going to take the medium tire a bit longer to warm up, Mitch.
Okay, yeah.
And the softs should be a bit better now for a while. So Chris currently struggle to keep up with Jelly. Excuse me, Mitch?
How many laps do you think the softs can do? About 8, 9?
Yeah. 10, I would say.
10. Okay, then
Is Boastman... Are you sure Boastman's back, Mitch?
Yeah, he came back and then he left within about...
Right, let me get him another invite. Yeah, he's currently not in online. So, jump on board with Pelly going around the outside of Pedro, and Pedro letting off the throttle, trying to let Pelly through.
I must say, good form of Mr. Pedro.
So, Lyronix currently setting the pace out in front. Sorry, Mitch, to cut over you, but...
Yeah, no.
Breaking that DRS, which is crucial. Boostman is now back properly, and he's left again, so Boastman's connection really not working for him, and he's joined again, so I don't know what's going on there. If you can just keep an eye on Boastman's car for me, Mitch, and just when you kind of see him return to normal, let me know.
Okay, cool.
Just so that we can get him back into the race. He's not doing too bad, he's only 20 seconds off the lead. I mean, not too bad. As the intervals...
I think he's back, bro.
Yeah, I think he is. He's just absolutely smashed my interval screen.
No, I don't think he's... There's something wrong
with
the game.
He's back now. He's back now. Yeah, look. No, I don't know.
Okay.
He's lagging a bit. We'll get back to him later. So, Jelly and Chris currently very close as Pelly gets past Officer Doofy. What is Matoman doing on the medium tire? He's currently fending off Energy Dan, who has Martin right behind him. And look, penalties starting to come already.
Yeah.
Boastman's left again, so I think that will be Boastman. We'll give him one more invite. Sorry for the disruption, guys.
To pop the like button and subscribe and everything like that. And turn on notifications. We are.
And there's a huge crash. Special Energy and Podge. And virtual safety car is out. This will give Pedro a chance to pit. And I don't know what happened there, but that looked like a big crash. So Lyronix currently 2 seconds out in the lead. So, and that was a very short virtual safety car there.
Yeah, no, it was.
So Chris currently not in the position he wants to be in. He would much rather be in a position where he can be chasing down Lyronix, but not currently. Hucky gets overtaken by Pelly, so Pelly's starting to make a bit of gains. Gingerbush right behind Oliver, and we're going to carry on watching this. So Dr. Special Energy has left the session, so sadly for him, I think that is 1-1 in the DNFs. So Gingerbush right behind Oliver, chasing him nice and closely, but look, his teammate of Pelly is right behind him, and he might use Pelly to get past Oliver. Oh, and it's a crash. Gingerbush and no, I think it was Gingerbush hit Oliver in the rear end.
Okay, sorry, my bad, guys.
So Boastman is now well and truly back. We're watching, and he's left literally as we ride on board of him. So that is bad. Will you invite him again, Mitch? Just so it saves me cutting the stream.
Yeah, no,
so,
true.
Frustration for Boastman. Just as he seems to be getting his groove, he's leaving again and again. So, Electrodan, P3, from Jelly, from Chris, from Matuman, Energy Dan, Martin, Rage, and Pelly. Hooky, Officer Doofy, Oliver, Boastman, Gingerbush, Pedro, Sander, and Podge round up the grid. So the gap between Lyronix and Brock staying just about the same. So Jelly defending really hard on Chris. If I was Jelly, I'd just let him go. Yep, I think he is now. So Chris, a move for Jelly into P4. And now Jelly can use Chris to get Electrodan.
Yeah, and charge up his
ERS. Crucially, he can do that too. But you can see already, Chris kind of leaving him in the dust. And this 3-second gap that Chris has lost to Brock is really going to hurt him later in the race. Matuman picks up his first time penalty of the race, so 3 penalties so far this race. So is Oliver currently running with a broken front wing? No, he's not.
I think Gingerbush is...
Yeah, Gingerbush has pit. So I mean, Pelly got through on both of them pretty quickly. So Chris all over the back of Electrodan. This is the closest fight on the grid so far, so we'll watch this with keen eyes. Another gap I am watching is Martin and Energy Dan. I think there will be a move. Martin let through by Energy Dan and a move up to P7. So Jelly into the pits. Boastman is rejoined, so hopefully he can get that sorted. So I believe that Dr. Special Energy is ashamed that he crashed. So Chris on Electrodan. There's a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. Xander's crashed. Chris pulls to the left hand side, gets Energy Dan. And will that be a safety car? And it is! So, I was kind of looking at the screen there, waiting for that to happen. And Chris has made a huge gain there. He now gets to join Brock on the back of Lyronix. And Podge is into the wall. He has a puncture. What? If we ride on board, I believe he has a... Maybe not. His car looked very odd on the grass there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Does he have a back right puncture? I don't know. It definitely doesn't have a front wing on that Haas. So, a lot of these soft runners will pit. And who's that over on the side? There was a car in the wall there. It must have been Xander's. So, this is big for the battle for the lead. Lyronix has done a great job of extending that gap, but it is now being totally eliminated. And that is a shame. But we are now going to see a battle for the lead, which is good to see. Energy Dan gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So, Matuman is in a good position here. He can stay out. Let's see what the front guys are doing. Lyronix in the pits. Brock in the pits. Chris follows suit. Electrodan also in the pits. Matuman continues. Martin is going to have to double stack now with Electrodan. Energy Dan now, and a lot of Dans on this grid. Jelly, a guy who has pit a lap early may gain quite substantially here. If he can cross the start-finish line, he may jump Chris and Brock. Let's have a look-see. No, he doesn't. He avoids that. And Adam gets out in front of his teammate on the medium tires. So, Lyronix has got to get past Matoman, but also has Pelly behind. So, what we are saying about Brock gaining on Lyronix, he really hasn't. Pelly's in the way, Matoman's in the way of Lyronix still, but the way this is played out, it has definitely split the top 10 more into HOR's favour than SFR. A lot of their guys, because they were in the top 10, had to double stack.
Mike?
Yes?
Okay, cool. I thought I lost you then.
No, bro.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So they were double stacking.
Yeah, a lot of them double stacking. As SPW has rightly said, this does help Boastman, but we will jump off him really quickly because we do not want to commentate across him yet again. So, I can only believe that Officer Doofy will let Chris by. Pelly and Brock, I don't know. And Matoman will definitely try and hold up Lyronix. That is the team game that will be played. So, Jelly and Energy Dan or Electro Dan. So, Jelly in the middle of a Dan sandwich, Mitch. What are your thoughts on this?
Jelly.
P8.
I think Jelly is...
Jelly is the perfect mixture for a Dan sandwich.
Yes, no, that's lovely, eh?
Yes, absolutely. So, I just want to bring up to your attention, Mitch, that Pedro one position off second last yet again. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, will be interesting to see what this safety car is going to do.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Podge, Gingerbush and Pedro still got a good bit to go. Pedro not as much, as they all filter through the bus stop chicane. He will gain quite a lot of time here.
Yeah, no, true.
Good evening, Mr. Name Changer. How are you doing? So, Boastman not fancying those hard tires onto a set of mediums. I think that's a good plan by Boastman. Yeah, we'll tell Jensen to calm down. Jensen, please do calm down. That is directly from an F1 Esports Challenger, so take it lightly. Take it with a pinch of salt. So, Matoman gonna be in charge of a safety car restart, and I don't remember when the last time Matoman would have done so. So, a new experience for him.
Yeah, why not, eh? Matoman has been quite good performance, must say, in SFR, oh, no, not SFR, sorry. HOR, Matoman, Mikey, SPW, they've been the good top runners, you know, in the midfield, you know.
Definitely, Mitch, as Boastman gets past Gingerbush. Don't really know what happened there. Hopefully they don't get a... Yep, there we go, they swap back through. Please tell me they don't have a glitch. So, your only DNFs so far are Xander, Special Energy and Senna. I think Jensen is getting fairly abused in the chat, poor guy. He deserves every bit of it though. Every single bit of it. So, oh, Pelly, you don't want to be going up there too much. So guys, just a reminder, if you are in the chat and you are new, please do drop a little subscription, it will help us. HOR currently going on to season 10. Got big things planned. Obviously racing Friday and Saturday at 8 o'clock GMT. Plans for a F2 league as well, using the F1 well, the F2 2020 cars. So if you are interested in that, please do let us know, and we will sort out some availability for you. That league. So Matoman already going. He's jumped well away from Lyronics, but what Matoman needs to do is he's going to get held here by the safety car, and that's going to cause a lot of issues. And he does it perfectly. Matoman, a perfect safety car restart. And Pedro and Hooky already battling for position, and oh, Podge into the wall. Will jump back onto the lead. Brock gets Pelly. So Brock needs his teammate of Matoman to do him a favour here. Somehow hold Lyronics up. Good start from Matoman, and he will hold on to this.
Lyronics is going to give him a good run.
Nope. Matoman home and dry into P1, and this is going to help Brock. Doofy not letting Chris by. Interesting. Energy Dan all on the back of Chris, so maybe Energy Dan sent one on him. Boastman getting things done up to P13. So you can see Lyronics losing it in the dirty air a little bit. Chris now getting past Electrodan, and Electrodan now going to go up the inside of Officer Doofy. No contact, please. Brilliant racing from the two, and Electrodan, what a move.
Interesting move. Chris has already jumped Electric Dan.
Yep. So
what happened to
Brock all on the back of Lyronics, and look at the gain. He's gonna go for the move here. He knows he has to get it done.
Come on, Brock. Come on, Brock.
Brock pulls to the what will be the inside for the next corner. A bit of contact.
Touch.
Brock out of ERS. Gonna, you see Matoman blocking in, and lets Brock through, and it's a brilliant move by Brock and Matoman, perfectly orchestrated.
Yes, boys. HOR. Here we go.
Oh, and Pelly almost into back of Lyronics. So Brock now gonna pull away.
Matoman and Lyronics.
I'm gonna just... This is brilliant racing, Mitch. Lyronics looking very punchy though.
Baby.
Now what Brock has to watch is make sure Lyronics doesn't get him here. Brock giving Matoman a bit of slipstream. We're gonna jump on board with Matoman. And it's the yellow flag sector 1, and Pedro's retired. Pedro's retired. No, nothing new. Virtual safety car, so we calm down a little bit here. So brilliant action so far after the safety car restart. Brock in the lead. A brilliantly orchestrated move by Matoman and Brock has really helped them out. So Chris, the next guy after this.
Billy's got those worn tires.
I wouldn't be surprised.
If also Matoman, no?
Yeah, Matoman also yet to pit. So these two will be pitting later on for the soft compound.
Gonna cause a bit of destruction.
Yes, they will.
As well.
They will try and hold up as many drivers as they can to help out their fellow teammates. We have a comment in from SPW saying this is the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm sure the Dan Sandwich will not be happy to hear about that. So, Matoman not getting the best safety car restart there. And Pelly's going to pull over to the left hand side. Matoman not going to fight it much. Pelly into P3. Matoman, not letting Chris by just yet. Lyronics all over the back of Brock, and you have to say this is going to be a fairly easy move. The only thing is, Pelly right there also. Chris again. Oh, who got disqualified there?
I'm not sure.
Energy Dan disqualified. Now, I did not catch what happened there. Chris gaining on Matoman. I think that's going to be a fairly simple move. Lyronics pulls to the left hand side this time on Brock. Brock still there. Going to send it down the inside, doing what Lyronics did to him earlier in the Grand Prix. And Brock holds on to position. And now Pelly is going to send one on Lyronix. Down the inside has a bit of a second thought. Lyronix with a bit of a lock-up. Thank you for that. It said blocking the pit lane for Energy Dan. So obviously must have pitted and crashed in the pit lane. So a weird one there.
That happens.
We're down to 15 drivers.
To me as well.
That happened to you, Mitch. And we have a yellow flag. It's a racing point. Electro Dan is spun. He needs to watch out that he doesn't get in the way of Oliver here. He gets out of the way well. So, SFR kind of starting to crumble. Xander has left the session. He is already DNF'd, so... Yes, Brock is different gravy. And look, Chris now up into P3. In the DRS of Lyronix. So this is looking very well for the front three to just pull away. Chris needs to make sure he doesn't get overly aggressive here.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that.
So, Brock just holding position, trying to do as much as he can to maybe back Lyronix into Chris. So we'll ride on board with Lyronix.
Can you...
Losing a bit of time up the hill to Brock, and that's going to allow Brock to pull away, and that should be Brock safe for yet another lap. And Chris is gaining in the mirrors of Lyronix, so Lyronix in two minds. What do you do here? Do you sit in Brock's DRS and allow Chris to come at you as Boastman makes a move up to P8? Energy Dan has left the session, so...
I think he left it earlier.
Yeah, he got disqualified, so we do not have to resend an invite for him. So...
Yeah, guys, can you please hit the lock button?
Chris, you do not want to be hitting that curb too many times. Yep, just to echo what Mitch said, please do hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah, so it's been an interesting, 11 laps?
Yep, just over halfway done the race. The likes of Pelly and Mataman gonna pit now for a set of softs. Probably come out stone dead last, but see where that takes them.
Yeah, no, true.
Crucial that the likes of Brock, yellow flag sector 2, and that is going to be Hooky. It's in sector 3 now. Pelly picks up a time penalty. And Lyronix is a lot closer to Brock this time around, leaving Chris also a bit in the dust, and this is going to be what I can only assume a pretty simple move. You don't want to get too close. That dirty air is going to be quite bad. And look at this. Ooh, pushed off track.
Push aboard. And
Lyronix picks up a time penalty.
What?
So, Brock still on the right hand side. Maybe sees that Lyronix has got a penalty. And Podge is retired in the pit lane. So, we're down to 14 drivers. If you basically stay in the race now, you are almost guaranteed points.
Yeah. So
Lyronix now has to push and gain a 3-second advantage. Podge was the host, so that should just go to whoever has the best internet. I wonder who it will be. We'll find out in 8 laps time. So interesting from Lyronix here. A lot less ERS than Brock. Brock gonna use it here just to make sure he is in the DRS for the next lap, and that should be him good to go. So Pelly and Matoman still going, still extending the gap, which is a good thing to see. Let's have a look at Postman. Yes, he is rapid, as SPW lets us know. Officer Doofy picks up a time penalty, and we're going to see Postman get on the back of Jelly here. A fastest lap from Lyronix. So Postman and Jelly on the same team, hopefully not going to cause too many issues together.
Yeah.
Chris needs to make sure he stays in Brock's DRS this lap. Because if he... Oh, Jelly into the wall!
Jelly in the wall, no!
Oh, and he's
Jelly.
crossed the track and he's back in the wall again.
Oh, Oliver!
Oh, and Oliver's also spun.
Oh, no,
so,
man.
Rouge getting quite slippy, Mitch.
Yes.
And that's really
man.
helped out Boastman here. So, only 3 SFR drivers in the top 10 now. So, HOR doing a great job of controlling this race.
Long as
you said, qualifying is a different story.
Yeah, well...
So, Brock, still all on the back of Lyronics.
Come on, Brock. Come on, Brock.
Crucial to stay in the DRS, because if you stay in the DRS, you're not going to lose on the penalty. Brock known for not getting much penalties, so that should be good for him. Martin currently on the back of Officer Doofy. Officer Doofy kind of a bit slow currently. Martin looking to get this move done. Gonna look to send it into the bus stop chicane, I presume. A brilliant wee switchback maneuver there. Pelly into the pits. Followed by Matoman. And that's going to promote Boastman all the way up to P4. So here we go. Martin up past Officer Doofy. And Martin's going to leave himself under threat now by the same guy he just overtook. Doofy gonna get the better run and the slipstream and the DRS. Martin a bit shaky up our Rouge. Matoman and Pelly come out in P8 and P9. So here comes Adam. Easy as you like. I'll have my position back. No, not as easy as you like. And it's touched by Martin, and that's Adam into the wall and a reset to track. We'll pretend we didn't see that. Adam's still in the top 10 though. Martin currently getting chased down by Ginger Bush. I'm sure if he's in the party, he will have heard screams of anger from Adam. So Lyronic's doing a good job at extending the gap to Brock this lap. Will it be enough? I don't know. It looks like it might just about be if they can get a good final sector here.
Yeah.
So Boastman currently P4 and he's going to stay there, I presume, for the rest of the race unless a DNF or safety car happens.
Okay, so Mike, it's been a good race so far, eh?
Yeah.
Lap 15. So really I like these social races, and maybe in the future we can do more of this. I don't know with the leadership and everything of the 2-3 leagues, but yeah, we will see. Hopefully
Definitely.
more other people racing in as well, different leagues, but we will talk. But yeah, it's been good though. What's the closest battle?
I'm currently on board with Ginger Bush and Martin. I think Adam has pit and he's going to get a new front wing, new soft tires, and that's promoted Electrodan into the top 10. So Martin doing a secret agent maneuver for SFR there.
Yeah.
You know, you knock out one guy and you promote 2 guys, so good job by him. Not saying he took him out, definitely not, I'm sure he didn't. But Ginger Bush currently gaining on Martin about 5/10 a lap. Martin starting to extend a little bit this lap, and Lyronics has extended the gap to Brock, and Chris has picked up a penalty, so this is big. I mean, Lyronics can now feel free to just pound in some lap times. So Brock really close, needs, crucially both drivers need good exits. Brock is in the DRS for this lap. Lyronics not got much ERS to burn, but sets the fastest lap. Brock just inside that DRS, and it's broken again, and I think that will be Lyronix home and dry, now ready to put in some fastest laps. Brock needs to crucially now not pick up a penalty. That is all he needs to do.
Yeah, and stay within.
So Pelly steals the fastest lap point. Ginger Bush still on the back of Martin, not really anything happening here. Pelly cruising up to this battle also. So yeah, with about 5 laps to go, Mitch, things are starting to space out a little bit. We're kind of seeing the pack just sit back to what it is. Doofy not really in a place where he's going to catch anyone. So your top 10 will remain the same. It's just what order do they finish in? That will be the mighty question of the episode. Ginger Bush catching Martin. Boostman still staying in P4, doing his job, no penalties.
No.
Lyronix has gained about a 3/10 gap on this lap alone, so if you're a Brock fan or a HOR fan, that is worrying, because Brock may not take the lead on penalties now. Hopefully that gap stays the same, though we do like a bit of drama. So we're going to check the penalties, Mitch. So everyone on 3 seconds except for Electrodan and Oliver. Everyone else with penalties is only on 3. So what will that do? It means that if Officer Doofy gains 3 more seconds, he will be in the penalty range of Electrodan. So that's pretty big. So these guys on the softs, not really pumping in the lap times they maybe would have expected. And I think Brock's tires may be starting to give up as Lyronix has a big lockup, and that's going to cost him 1 or 2 tenths. So Martin doing a very, very good job here to hold on to this P5.
Yeah, I know, true, eh?
Pelly not catching at the rate you maybe would have expected on those soft tires. So predictions in the chat please. Will Lyronix pull out a 1.5 second gap to gain the win? Or will Brock hold on in that penalty range? We would like to know your feedback. Jensen thinks Brock has got this.
Yeah,
sure.
I think so too.
Ooh, a bit of a slide there. He had gained a good bit of time there on that lap, but clearly taking a bit too much out of the tires. Pelly has gained 1.4 seconds on that lap alone. So Pelly a bit laggy there. So Ginger Bush starting to lose touch with Martin. So Martin's hard tires starting to perform as Electrodan gets the move done on Oliver. Oliver may be coming for a bit of a cutback here. So I'm sure Ginger Bush may let Pelly through here. Pulling over to the right hand side. Our closest battle on track ends in a snap of your fingers. So Pelly, the man to chase down Martin in the closing laps of the race. 2.2 seconds the gap. Brock gaining on Lyronix, and Oliver gets back past Electrodan. So these two having a right wee scrap for 10th place. Well, technically it's for 9th, but you don't want to be the guy that finishes 10th. Come on, Electrodan. You got this. Ooh, and Matoman picks up a time penalty. He does have a gap to Oliver, so that should be okay for him. Ooh, and Electrodan very nearly into the back. And we have a yellow flag in Sector 3. And it's going to be Chris. Chris has spun. And that is going to promote Martin up to P4. I don't know what happened there for Chris, but
yeah, I don't know, eh?
In typical Chris fashion, he is spun, and we must really congratulate SFR Martin here. A brilliant race so far in P4. Really getting these hard tires to work for him. Chris down into P8, so yeah. Don't know if that was intentional or what happened there, but yikes, that is not what you want to see. Electrodan picks up another time penalty, and that could help Adam quite a lot. Adam not really gaining as much now. Electrodan on Oliver, these two having a right wee scrap around the right hand side, and a Ferrari is off, and that's going to be Boastman, and it's all crumbling like it did last week for HOR in the coming laps, and Martin is up into the podium positions. So an absolutely stunning drive here by Martin, and HOR seemingly not able to go the distance against SFR for 2 weeks in a row now. So Martin up to P3, can he hold on? Boastman with wing damage might be worth letting Pelly through, I don't know though. Brock gaining on Lyronics and may even get this done on track. Yes, really solid drive from Martin. I fear though he may just fall back to P5 in the coming laps. It depends how quickly Boastman can go up that hill, and it's very quickly. And Martin, a short-lived P3. We'll jump on board with Pelly. So Boastman into the braking zone, pulls over, gets that move done. Pelly may be looking for a bit of a switch back here on Martin, which he does. He's going to send it down the inside. No contact made, and that is a brilliant move from Pelly. A bit of contact and Martin goes a bit wide, but holds on to the car, and Martin keeps P5. Mato Man now on the back of Ginger Bush. So Mato Man now past Ginger Bush, and Ginger Bush loses 2 positions in the one corner. Will Martin lose P5? That is the question. Chris very quick on these soft tires. Mato Man needs to let him pass, and oh, it's very close. So Martin, a 4-second gap with 1 lap remaining, the same amount of penalties, so it's all down to Chris and his pace. It looks like without any formalities, Brock will win the race. Boastman will come home for P3. Now Martin crucially in the DRS of Boastman and Pelly. So that will nullify the advantage Chris gets. So Mitch, a very solid race. I know there's no points for it, but who would be your driver of the day?
Whew, let me just have a look, man. Emissions. I would say maybe Boastman. Boastman or Pelly?
I think for me, Boastman has had an absolutely stunning race, disconnecting about 20 times, but I think Martin deserves it. If he can hold on to this P5, which I think he will, I think there's no doubt he deserves the driver of the day. An absolutely stunning race by him. Those hard tires just absolutely working to a T for him.
Yeah.
Pelly and Boostman definitely deserving of a shout as the two leaders come home. Lyronix will take second, and Brock wins the Belgian Grand Prix.
Brock. Congrats to Brock.
Congratulations to Brock, and it's gonna be Boostman P3, Pelly P5, and Chris has let Matoman through. I think that's a nice sign of gratitude from Chris.
Oh, definitely.
So, Boostman P3, Pelly P5, Martin a huge P5, Matoman P6, oh, and he loses it to penalty, so Chris P6, Gingerbush P8. It's going to be Electrodan P10, I believe. Oliver P9. Duffy is going to come home for P11.
Yeah.
Rage Hunter P12. Hooky P13. Jelly will come home at the rear of the grid for P14.
Okay.
So, a great
good.
race from all involved.
Yeah,
A
it was
huge
good,
thank you to SFR for letting us host this race. It would not be possible without them.
True. But
And yeah, a huge congratulations to everyone who finished. Huge congratulations to our driver of the day, Martin. An absolutely stellar drive, P5. Condolences to anyone that did not finish the race. We stand with you. So, I will go through our final grid.
Okay. I don't think we will do interviews, eh, Mike?
Yeah, I think we'll skip the interviews tonight, Mitch. So,
Okay,
Brock
cool.
P1, Lyronix P2, Boostman P3, Pelly P4, Martin P5, Chris P6 with a fastest lap, Matoman 7th, Gingerbush 8, Oliver P9, and Electrodan rears the top 10 in P10. Doofy, Rage Hunter, Hooky, and Jelly finish outside the top 10 respectively. Your DNFs, Podge, Energy Dan, Pedro, Xander, Special Energy, and Senna Martins. So, once again, a huge thank you to SFR for taking part. A huge thank you to everyone who raced and stuck true with us. A huge thank you to everyone that watched the stream. HOR will be back on January 8th for season 10. Please do stick around and watch that. If you want to get involved, please do let us know. An F2 series will also be starting later in January. So, from me and Mitch, it is going to be goodbye. And thank you for tuning in. I'm just taking so long to end this because my screen is so blue. Yes, make sure to have a nice Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm sure there will be a bit of content coming out over the next few weeks. So thank you from our end.